Leon Olguin here, and welcome to At Home with Music. As we continue working with seventh chords, you'll remember that we started out by building a seventh chord on each note of the major scale. And to make it easier to start with, we used the C major scale, all the white keys. And we discovered that the seventh chord built on C is C major 7. Then we had D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G7, dominant 7th chord, A minor 7, B half diminished 7th, and then back to C major 7. And if you try to play a chord progression using only the chords in root position, that's where the note after which the chord is named is the lowest note. So C major 7, the lowest note is C. That's also the root. Well, you remember the root is not always the bottom, and so what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to play these chords in inverted form. We're going to look at the inversions of these seventh chords. And to make this easier for you to see, what I'm going to do now is we're going to switch to the overhead camera, because you don't need to see my face for this whole thing, and watch my fingers as I show you how to take the seventh chords and play them in different ways, and then I'll show you why that's a good thing to know how to do. So let's switch to the overhead camera and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so let's start with the basic C major 7 chord. This is in root position, and what we're going to do is take the bottom note, which is the root, and we're going to put it up here on top, and so we end up with this. This is C major 7 in first inversion. So C major 7 in root position and in first inversion. Now we're going to do this again. We're going to take the bottom note, which is now E, and we're going to put E on top, and we get this. This is C major 7 in second inversion. So first root position, first inversion, second inversion. We can do this one more time. We take the G, put it on top, and now we have C major 7 in third inversion. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, third inversion. This is very similar to what we did with triads in an earlier video, where we started out with your basic C major triad, and then we took the C, put it on top, we had first inversion, and then second inversion. Now we're dealing with 4 notes, so we have 3 inversions. First, second, third. Now, when you learn all these inversions, you can begin stringing seventh chords together in a very smooth fashion. So, for example, if I want to play this chord progression, it's C major 7, F major 7, B flat, B minor flat 5, which is the half diminished chord, E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7 to C. If we play them all in root position, it ends up looking like this. Sounds a little bit awkward. It actually feels very awkward. You keep having to move your hand up and down. But what if we start with this inversion? This is C major 7 in second inversion. And notice if we go from C major 7, second inversion, to F major 7, root position, our hand hardly has to move at all. These 2 bottom notes have to come down here, and now we have F major 7. And then to go from F major 7 to B minor flat 5, the half diminished chord, we move the top 2 notes down. So this is the same chord as this, but it's inverted. So we've gone from C major 7, F major 7, B minor flat 5, and then we can keep this pattern going. Now we move the bottom 2 notes down, and it's E minor 7. Move the top 2 notes down, A minor 7, then move these bottom 2 notes down again, D minor 7, move the top 2 notes down, G7, dominant 7th, and that naturally leads you back to either C or C major 7. There's a famous song that everybody plays when they get to a piano, even if you've never had a lesson, and it goes like this. Everybody starts to play this. And I'm sure you know what comes next. Somebody plays. And that's a lot of fun. And what most people don't realize is what they're doing is they're playing a very famous chord progression, and it's built on 3-note chords: C major, A minor, F, G. Sometimes they'll substitute they'll put a D minor in there instead of F. Now, what if we tried to play this progression with all 7th chords? If we played them all in root position, gets a little bit awkward. Once again, we're jumping around. But let's try using inversions. There's A minor 7, which goes very easily to D minor 7, G7, and then back to C major 7, A minor 7. Then we can go to F major 7, and then G7. We can even take it up here. C major 7. Only one note has to move in order to change it to A minor 7. And then just jump up a little bit to D minor 7, G7, and then back to C. So let's put the melody on top of that chord progression, and let's see what happens. Now when we start like this, that sounds a little harsh, so we're just going to play a straight C major there, and then we'll use the 7th chords. I accidentally played 2 A minor 7ths in a row, so let me try that again. There we go. So now you can see how to use 7th chords with inverted versions of them to make your playing smoother. Now, I must emphasize that basically we're playing all these chords with our left hand. You can do this with your right hand too. There's C major 7. And here's that inverted series of inverted 7th chords. E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C. Play it one more time. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is create a play-along video where I take you through these seventh chords and their inversions in all 12 keys. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave those in the comment section below. I make every effort to respond to every comment that I receive. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video. It helps the channel. And if you have not yet subscribed to At Home with Music, please consider doing so. I appreciate all of you who have recently subscribed to the channel. That helps the channel a lot. You can also support my work on Patreon. As we head into the new year, I'll be adding new things to the Patreon site, more benefits for those of you who decide to support my channel in that way. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you in the next one.